Hello there, welcome back to Carl and Debbie Trains. We've got another Cattington update for you today. This time we're going to give you a full tour of the entire layout. See you in a minute. Right, to start with, I'm going to give you a quick overview and then we're going to take that camera and get it down on the track and show you some of the detail and some of the scenes that we have dotted around. So Cattington's 3 years old now, it's about 3 years and a week. So it's going well. We've had some alterations and there's more alterations to come. That's just the nature of the railways. I want to start off by saying we've got Castle Tyson in the far background here that leads onto Cattington Station with the double main line that comes through. And then there's Cattington Village. As it comes round, we've got the swing bridge. Well, used to be a swing bridge, it's now a lift out section. Something I've not done for quite some time, but it's still possible. Obviously access is very important. And then this swings round past kind of another village, which is Long Whiskers, and that all sweeps round to Long Whiskers Station, as you can see here. We've got the factory in the far background, and we've got like a marshalling yard in the foreground here, and this all swings round back to the mountain, and I've got my controllers at my side. So it's mainly DC, and I've got 2 tracks where I can run trains all at the same time, and I've got passing loops at certain places. So let's get you down and let's have a look at the castle. This is our hill and castle, and if we just come in onto the castle itself, you can obviously see that's a Metcalfe castle. Quite well structured, beautiful kit. My blue tack is peeling off on the walls, I need to address that. And that's situated on top of the hill, which obviously hides the corner section a little bit. It's kind of good to hide the sharp corners you have. I mean, I've got 3rd radius and 4th radius corners, but it's nice not to see that and the trains just like disappear into somewhere. So I've got 2 arches on this side which are separated. And then on the entrance, it's a single entrance with both of them going in at the same point. And then that leads us on to the station. So this is again another Metcalfe kit. First of all, looking at the bridge, you can see I've had to put these wooden bases in because some locos were just starting to catch on these steam plates that are underneath the bridge. It's something I need to do a better job of, but for now it works, and to be honest you can't really tell. Sometimes you can see that it is leaning forward slightly, but it works. The trains go through underneath, which is really good. So as you can see, I've got 2 platforms. So as you can see, this is the Metcalfe, and we've had a bit of foliage up here. I can't remember if that was because we had a bit of torn cardboard, you know, cutting out a window doesn't quite clear and it tears, or we just added it to make it look good. Not sure. So that's already in place, and the idea was we've got the car park at the side here, which we occasionally use for different bits. And if we just bring ourselves back in and have a look at the angles I don't normally get to see, which is the platform in there because it's up against the wall, very tricky to film in that. Just opposite the station we've got a garage. This is a super quick building that's been put into place. It's got like a little bit of an interior in there, you're not going to tell. And that's situated right on the edge there. And again, partly the best side is probably through here, but naturally it would have to go that way, so we've left it. And it's left us so we can put in a bit of a scrapyard over this side, if you like, a bit of a junk. The guy's trying to do up his van. And over here, we've got a proper little petrol station for people to come in and fill up. I think I've left him here accidentally at some point. And there's a wrecked Jeep with its tyres missing. A whole host of tyres have been delivered over here. All the usual stuff. And if we follow the road around, looking at the track, we've got the signal box and a little bit of a storage area. It's not quite a siding, it's not connected, But I store wagons on there from time to time, just as background scenery. And then the track carries on behind the village, behind the terraced houses. So if we come back round and have a look at those terraced houses, I'm just going to play around with the camera to get it in low. So they're all Metcalfe, as you would guess, and then there's a chippy at the far end. If we can get close to that, there you go. And that's super quick, and so is our church. Not church, though. Schoolyard. School building. There we go. So, and then there's more buildings on the other side. You can just make out the station in the background there. So again, super quick buildings, Metcalfe buildings. We haven't done a Metcalfe for quite a long time. I really enjoy doing those. So this is the pub. It's called the litter box. Got a little car park. Leads onto a nice little park. Lots of little activities down there. The guy walking his dog. And it leads onto a little shop on the end corner here. Little plant pots and everything around the edge. Matchstick gate. And then some sheds and bits and bobs around the back. So just across the road from that little building, we've got the church. Again, this is a major build for us. This was a super quick, and we always think that looks splendid. We've got these resin walls that we put in place and made it go all the way around. We've got graveyards and trees and benches all in the back, as you would imagine. There's just been a wedding service here, so the people are just leaving. Also, we've got the gravestones around the front, and we've got people just getting to their their wedding vehicles, if you like. For a long time, these used to be glued down properly, but then we did some work in this area and they've become unglued, and I just need to get back and fix those, and I will at some point. But it always looks splendid having the church there. Around the back of the church, on the rail side, so we've got the workman's hut. It's all been ballasted and foliaged around there. But just behind them we've got a little pen with 4 horses, just there. And then over here we've got a goat. Got a goat in the pen. And from there is a footbridge that goes over onto the other side of the rails, and we've got like a sheep farmer on this side. Again, this has been heavily modified. I need to go back and fix the fence on this, because currently the sheep can run everywhere, and that's not going to work out. So in the corner of the board, opposite the castle in the hill, we've got a little farm. So we've got pigs in here. We've got a field where we're planting things, and then it leads onto the house. Debbie's done some little topiary bushes in there. Then there's a farmer selling his gear, and these little huts, more produce on sale, and that takes you back where you can climb the footbridge and go over. And if I do this properly, you can see that's got the back scene on there. This is only a temporary back scene because there's times when I just need access, so amongst other things, are clothes pegs holding bits together, and then these bits of wood here, they're just hinged, so whenever I need to take this down, I can take the paper off and this will just swing round and hang, and it's out the way completely. And I find that's really useful. Allows you to have a back scene when you need it, and allows you to get rid of it when you don't. Having the back scene there really does help. Right, I'll stay on this side as we follow the track around. This is heading towards Long Whiskers now. And we've got a small pond, which we added fairly recently with a bit of silver foil, but that works really well. In fact, I've got some swans I need to put on that. I forgot I had those, I'll do those next. And then there's a couple of fields out here, just occupying it with like some sort of holiday group, and then the cows and blue tack. Blue tack always goes missing around here. Oven in between the rails, I've got the fare. It used to be in the station car park. We'll move it around occasionally, make space for other stuff. And then we've got this built-up area that is for long whiskers. Now, there's a few buildings up here. I do need to have a back scene on there. It's all cardboard, as you would imagine. This is all built by hand, just on cardboard. And it's just a road that comes over, which works quite well. It all lifts off should we ever need to. You can see there, that's how it's structured. Very simple design, really. You get to see some of the finer detail that I don't normally show, because it's not something you put on every running video. You've got people gossiping down here near the shops. And then this swings round, you can see long whiskers and the factory, which we'll have a look at next. So, leaving the built-up area of long whiskers, we can come round and follow the track. And we can see the station here for long whiskers. Got a little hut on the end, a little built-up area where it's all fenced off. And then it leads onto the station. And it's a central station, which is interesting, and the platform just tapers off. So these two tracks are the outside loop. One's like a passing loop, if you like. So I've got my express points just down there, and the track separates. Then I've got another set of express points here that allows us to go off to the factory section as well. The factory has a few kind of interesting points here, and just low relief buildings and normal buildings just in the back, just to give it some meaning and a bit of busyness to it. And as we come back to the inside line, which is where we've got our signal box, an 03 and an 07, even got an 06. So this is the main inside line that we have, and it splits here. So I've got like a passing loop just where the two diesels are, and it swings back around and connects up. And on the inside passing loop, it leads off to this a marshalling yard, fiddle yard if you like, but it's scenic, but it still allows me to store certain things. That's really good. The line that comes off here actually goes and connects to the outside line, but I don't use it very often, and it's just storage at the moment. So if we come back around, this area's not been scenic as much, as you can see. Get out the shadows, but we have got an embankment section here that leads us back to the hill in the corner. And if I just pull back, you can see some of the track work here. Right, hopefully you found that interesting. It was certainly nice to take you around and show you some bits that you wouldn't normally get to see. I forgot to mention at the very beginning, the actual layout is about 8 foot by 9 foot. It's all built on baseboards, apart from that lift out section that we spoke of earlier. So you'll see from the running sessions, but because I keep my camera quite low, you never really get to appreciate the size of this, or the other way around, you don't appreciate how small this is. Either way, I hope you enjoy the running session I have for you now. Feel free to leave some comments, let me know about the bits you've liked. There are going to be some changes coming soon. I've got some areas that I want to just refresh, and as you heard, there's certain areas I just need to get better at. It's just remembering to do them and getting around to doing them, and I'm sure I will at some point. So thank you very much for today, and thank you for watching.